Hey YouTube, it's Phantom Rain coming back again with some new Smite content. And in today's video we're going to be featuring Fafnir, the new god. The god of, well, I guess you can just call him being greedy? Well yeah. You guys probably all read the lore. A greedy god, well, a greedy dwarf, I should say, killing his own father to gain some gold. And in the end, he became paranoid and deluded and corrupted, and now he's the god that you see today. And luckily enough, I managed to get him for the first pick in the first match of the day for me, and playing Joust, as you can see. And my team, we have a Medusa and a Hell and a Fafnir against a Hell, Thanatos, and Aphrodite. So the odds aren't exactly against us, but it looks like it'll be a tough match from the beginning, since the Aphrodite basically keeps everybody alive. And as you all know, that can be very annoying. But from what from what I'm seeing about Fafnir, his defense is nothing really to scoff at, since he gains it just from collecting gold, and the current build I'm using, he puts a pretty decent damage output, so he's not on par with Ymir in terms of damage, but he is pretty decent in terms of magical damage, and the percentage is that his abilities scale with magic. Alright, and I prefer to start off the game with a little bit of defense. As you saw in that quick little slide, that was my current build. Starting off with Breastplate of Valor, sorry. And it occurred to me, like, at this moment, that I put no movement speed on Fafnir, but as you can see, he has pretty decent movement speed from the beginning. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Well, it definitely isn't the best, but it's definitely better than Anubis.
An enemy has left the game.
And as you see, the bane of our existence, Aphrodite, just so happened to quit or either lag out or something. I'm not sure exactly what exactly went on. Sorry for that sound, that's on my controller. But that just makes things a lot easier to showcase with Fafnir. As you can see, his basic attack damage is nothing. Well, just basically just nothing. It is not his bread and butter, nor is his anything really to boot. He basically draws all his damage from abilities. And the current one that I'm using right now, Coerce, it helps increase your teammates' damage output, or it can be used to heal yourself. It's healing yourself is better for when you're in dragon form, of course, since you get a big boost of health, which you'll see later on in the film. Unlike me, from what you've seen in my past films, I'm actually playing it somewhat safe right now. You know, not running into the fray. But I am doing my job as guardian, keeping them at bay, and helping my teammates when need be. Like right there with the Coerce, helping his attack damage out. And you'll see this a lot, but my circle will sparingly be used, since that's basically his only like retreating move. As you can see right there, gains you a lot of deep distance between you and the enemy for a safe recall or just regrouping with your teammates. Just taking a moment right now to check out the scenery. Alright.
Middle tower is under attack.
Now we're back in action. Sorry about that, guys. Earlier I received a call and I had to attend to it, so that's like 20 seconds wasted, but I'm sure you guys will manage, right? Right? And as you can see here, that circle can also be used to jump over walls, which I did. and help them clear with the Thanatos and Hell. He's deicide. Even though it's only 2 players, but that was an easy double kill. Now we get to lay into the tower a bit, and I help boost his attack damage, so we do more damage that way. In that brief moment, we got it down to 3rd health. As odd as it may seem, but despite the fact that I don't have any movement speed on this Fafnir, you can see that he still does move fast. That's partially because of Hell, and partially because of his own base movement speed. And of course, you can see that his square does a decent amount of damage, as well as slowing anybody in the vicinity for like 3 seconds, I believe. And it also does a good job of clearing, since it only stops once it hits an enemy god. It's similar to Thor's hammer, except for the fact that Thor's hammer, of course, goes through an enemy god. You can use it to teleport back to it. Now, had that been a feature in Fafnir's, that of course would have been really cool. But I feel as though his circle makes up for it. See that again, that distance as you can make with the circle helps out a lot.
Money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, sorry for the slight delay in the audio like that. Got a call, I had to take it again. But as you can see, the game is pretty much smooth sailing over here. Still have not died. I have 2 assists, and the damage from Fafnir, it's pleasing. So I have no complaints right now. And should you hear any other audio delays, just know that today is somewhat of a busy day for me, so the video will... I'll still upload the video for today, but it's gonna have some delays in it.
I'm building stacks. Hurry before they take our riches.
And this right here is the bread and butter of Fafnir, the dragon form. The transformation itself does at least 200 damage, and as you can see, the damage per tick is 3 ticks per second. But it's great, and I love this part of it. Alright, but from this point forward, I've basically already told you everything that Fafnir can do, and well, I'm just gonna let you watch the rest of the video with a little bit of music, okay? And I'll get back to you at the end of the video for a quick overview. Alright, see you then.
Control.
And as you can see, well, first off, I'm back, as you can hear, and as you saw, Fafnir is a pretty decent guardian. He does good damage, and he makes the way for everybody else to get the kill. And that's exactly what I tried to showcase in the video. And if you agree that I did a good job with that, make sure to comment that in the comment section. But for those of you that are actually interested in the overall statistics and stats, or whatever you want to call it, of the game, here it is. And that was the proof that that was my first game of the day. And that's obviously the victory screen. And you can see that that's my first game because I only have 6 worshippers. And that's all the worshippers I have for him. As you can see, I went 1-0-4. And I had the 3rd highest damage there, which is pretty good. So 1-0-4. Hell went 1-2-4, I think it was. And yeah. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in for next time.